Does this work? I have been saying things this whole time. Why is this so scuffed? Why is it? It wouldn't be a stream without everything being right. Completely scuffed right off the bat. Oh, no. Hey, Galaxy. Hey, Speep. Hey, Trans Moira. Hey, Pugs. Hey, Purple. Hey, Vorpal. I have been speaking to nobody, apparently. What did I say? I said, someone mentioned that they heard Minecraft music in the background. And I had said, you know, I know it gets quiet sometimes, and so I wondered if maybe I could get my old Minecraft soundtrack file back. So I've got Minecraft playing in the background, and you'll have to tell me how the levels sound. I kind of just want it to be a little soft, but always there. And you can tell me if all the levels sound right. And you get like a little bit of a jingle under my voice. Shouldn't be too crazy. Damn it! Okay, so what were we talking about when I was talking to myself? Oh, we don't have that yet. That's garbage. All right, so, oh, that is a little loud. A little bit of an experiment. I had an issue that's not like anyone's, no. An issue that's not like anyone's fault in particular, but I've been running the server on a friend's computer, and it was down the other night, so I wanted to stream and it wasn't up. So I just started to see if I could have a backup and like see if I could just run this thing from my computer. And what I don't know is if my computer can handle it. So I've got Task Manager open, checking my, percentages. I'm keeping Hawkeyes on the drop frames meter. And I'm really interested to see if, like right now I'm the only person here, so it's gonna probably run better, but as soon as I can figure out how to get other people on the server and open ports and stuff, we'll get some other people on and see how bad it is. But this is just a test to see like if it works, period. So I made a new world and I took a lot of screenshots. And so I actually have all of my skills back where they were. And my level up stuff is about back where it was. I think my melee is a little higher because I was playing a little bit last night. But this is about where things were. As far as other players that have been on the server, like I know Vorpal, you're in the chat right now, and I don't know if you're in the chat, Rose, but we could take screenshots from the other server if this actually became a thing and just kind of get you back to where you were so you don't lose progress. I do have 64 gigs of RAM. So right now, this is... So where we left off, I've made a couple of advancements last night after I finished my writing. I got swifter slashes on my, I call it the Dragon Lance, on my lance. So that's where that is. I'm still using a basic bow, although I have Wind Force waiting for me, and I got pushing on it. And I made a few other weapons, but I'm also down to like 9 dragon bones. I think I may have added more. I had an ender chest full of stuff. Oh, I haven't added that yet. I'm doing well, Brutus. How are you doing? I'm gonna do a couple of noodling things, and I'll just be watching the chat in the meantime, because I have a couple of things I need to work out, and I'm kind of workshopping as we go. Rot, thanks for joining. How are you? Oh, thank you for saying that. That's really kind of you. That is so cathartic for me to hear. I don't know if I'll ever get used to people being into my voice. It's super fucking validating. Pugs, you run your own server, and you don't think you could stream, run a server, and play Minecraft at the same time? Well, I mean, we'll find out if I can. Let me see if I still have my... I don't know if I still have the screenshots from the ender chest. Because that's the one thing I was missing, so we need to add the ender chest. And then I'll show you what I was working on to make this work. So I've sort of recreated the same building. So we had an ender chest like right there. Thank you. I am not done, Sveep, I'm not actually done with the script completely, but I tend to, what I do is I'll segment myself out. I kind of look at the number of cues that I have to write for any given script. And so to sort of keep a good work-life balance, I'll separate it into cues that I need to get done on any given day. So I actually made really good progress last night, and I do have to write again today. We're actually, let me see if the other server is up so I can check the ender chest. I don't remember what was in there. It might not be up. Is it not up? I don't think it's up. So I still have a decent amount that I need to write, but I'm gonna start a little bit later. You've never seen my streams? Well, I've only been streaming for a couple of days. I hope I don't disappoint. Hey, Universe Traveler, great to see you again. We never finished my Tome RPG playthrough. We'll have to get back in there at some point. Okay, so that server is not up. I'm gonna actually send a quick message. Sorry for the typing. Yensid Winters? Hey, welcome. I'm catching up. I think I'm caught up. All right. Well, certainly don't deny yourself sleep on my account. So I don't have access to the ender chest. I don't remember what was in there. I know there was a horseshoe. I know that there was a lucky horseshoe. I think I had another advanced mending or two. But that is literally all I remember from what was in this chest. So I made a map, and I actually spawned in up here, and there was a city there. So I spawned like right on the city that I wanted. And then I came down here and I found a perfect one. Like absolutely perfect in the middle of this beautiful archipelago. And so I'm like, oh no, we've got two cities side by side. So I started playing with a mod called World Edit. Let me go into creative so I can show you this and not get scooped up by birds. If I can fly there fast enough. This is FairyCraft, by the way, if you haven't joined me before. I am playing as a fairy. I am made of paper. Hey, Colorfinger. Yeah, let me know how it plays. Let me know if the sound is good. Let me know if I'm like weirdly dropping frames. I'm gonna go ahead and hide my preview, so hopefully that'll help improve performance. So this is where the city was. And there are still some villagers, but I used World Edit to completely delete it. So you see little remnants of the foundation, because I didn't want to have two identical cities side by side. It kind of spoils the specialness of it if they're like right there. Oh no, we have so many orphans! Oh no, I didn't realize there were so many orphans. There are a lot of orphans. Okay, so they'll be fine. Don't look at the, oh no, they're everywhere. So let's just go down here. We, you can kind of see the remnants of, this is making me feel really guilty. What if I gave them all boats? Would that make it better? Can I place boats just in the water? Just give every single one of them a boat. Would you like a boat, sir? Nice. All right, we're gonna give them all boats. Look, we're not in Waterworld until everyone is drinking their own pee. If anyone remembers that movie. There's a boat. And you get a boat. And you get a boat, kind sir. And you get a boat. This is just gonna be an Easter egg to horrify anyone that comes exploring over here. Would you both like a boat? No, you want your own boat? Can I push you into the boat? Nice. This is not at all what I planned on doing right now, but... Alright, look, there are a lot of people, and I don't know if I have the wherewithal to give them all boats right now. We can do that in just a little bit. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. We're gonna come back and give them boats, but let me show you what I was doing first. We're gonna give them all boats. So you can still see kind of the remnants of where the foundation was. And you'll see kind of the remnants of some of the buildings and structures like down there. Yeah, like right over here. Actually, I should go over there and see what that looks like. Yeah, see? You have kind of like the outline of where the city was. And when I deleted it, all of the water was gone. So there was just like this solid block of water going down, and it was completely dry here. But there's a tool that lets me fill in the water if I'm at the right Y level and I know the radius and the depth. So, voila. Aside from a little bit of the weirdness of the foundation and a little bit of the shaveness here, I blew up this part of the hill to make it look a little bit more natural. It kind of just looks fine. Like, from a bird's eye view, you don't, it's not really something that you'll pay attention to. Kevin Costner appreciates the shout out of Waterworld, yeah. Hey, is Tulip? Nice to see you. Hey, Rose. Hey, Sapphic. Oh, nice. Oh, it's so lively. It's so cool to see so many people hopping into chat. It's really nice to see you all. Thanks for joining me. I am still a fairy. Let's dole out some boats so that I don't feel as guilty. And then we'll go explore a little bit. The problem is if I quit early, it kind of feels like a failed government assistance program if I hand out like 3 boats and like everybody else is still waiting in the water. So I feel like we live here now to try and do right by all of the certificates that I displaced unintentionally. I didn't really, if I'm honest, I didn't expect them to be here when I logged in. You know, it's cool though. Someone could come back here later and create some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of like interconnected aisles with bridges and stuff. I used a mod called World Edit, and if you know the exact dimensions, it lets you set corners, and you can move stuff. Okay, this shield just needs not be in my hand. You can move stuff, and you can bring stuff down. So there was like a boat floating in the air that was glitched like 200 blocks up, and I just was able to move it down to sea level. Super, super cool. Oh, can I get into it? And I could world edit them a floor, but then I just have like a massive expanse of concrete, and that feels kind of worse than having a second city, if I'm being completely honest. There we go. So maybe you know what the easiest way to get them is I put a boat anywhere. Oh, and then if I need to, I can like pilot it into them. There, see? No problem. Oh, hello. There, are you both in? You're both in. Hey, GPT MCC. Thanks for joining me. Oh. 30-second ad. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that there's... I think I remember turning that on for a reason, but I think I need to like... I need to do a little bit. Oh, do I? Do you want to hop on to a call real quick and walk me through it? Because I'm just giving boats to villagers, Colorfinger. I'm happy to turn that off. That is not intentional. I'm so sorry that that's there. I think I did want the ad setting on, but I don't think I wanted the sub ad setting on. That's not a thing that people do, is it? Yeah, let's hop on a call real quick and we'll figure it out. I hope that's all right if everyone can hang with me for a second. We'll do a quick adjustment and then hopefully that'll not be a thing, at least until I do a little bit more learning and figure out how I'm supposed to actually run this thing. All of this is an experiment, and I'm learning day by day. Hello.
Oh.
Hey, Colorfinger.
Oh, you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
And so can everybody else.
Oh, how scary.
All right, we're gonna fix this right now. Just
yes.
bear with me.
Let me get you a URL. I gotta go to my own.
Oh, hello, ad. I got an ad just now.
Well, you're earning your own ad revenue. This is.
That's good.
This is how we do it. Yeah, let me get you a URL. I just gotta get it from my Twitch channel, and then I can just change the name out, and I can give it to you, and it'll be your Twitch channel. Just give me 1 second.
I appreciate it. This is Colorfinger, by the way. He supports a number
Hello.
of other streamers, including Chris Edgerly.
Primarily Chris. I do tech support for Johnny every now and then, but...
I feel like my music keeps jumping in volume, and that's probably what I get for just using a random YouTube video. I may need to go in there at some point and just pull the track and then remix it myself.
Okay, I'm going to give you a link here.
Huzzah!
There it is.
Oh, look at me in this tiny boat, by the way. Can we appreciate tiny fairy in a giant boat? Get in the boat. get in the boat. Not getting in the boat. Okay, so we've got a revenue page.
Yeah, so under
Ad-free viewing?
subscriptions, yes,
Allow
ad-free viewing
subscribers to
should
watch your
be,
content on your channel ad-free.
yes, that should be checked on.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
So now I'll disappear back into the ether. Enjoy your stream.
Thank you so much.
Chat later.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Keep me posted, but hopefully, if you're a subscriber, you won't have to deal with random ads anymore. I really appreciate you helping me through that, Colorfinger. I'm trying not to be too much of a dummy at this, but someone gave me advice recently, and I think it's what's led to like me hopping on a bunch of streams and kind of just, you know, doing a whole bunch of interviews, is that I've never had an experience quite like this release before. And so initially I think I had my guard up. And so, you know, people would be like, hey, can I talk to you? Hey, do you want to play together? And while I understand, like, there may be someone in here that sent me a message asking about it, and I've not necessarily gotten back to them, I think a lot of that is just because, like, I am figuring this out as I go along. But I was very guarded at first, and a good friend of mine said, you know, rather than start by being open to nothing and then slowly making allowances, why don't you start with the mindset of being open to anything and just kind of living in the moment and being present. And so I've tried doing that. And while I still don't have the time or the bandwidth to say hop into everybody's stream, for instance, you know, that's kind of what got me streaming here right now, is just being like, okay, you know what? I don't have like a VTube model, and I don't really have an interface yet, and that's stuff that I can figure out over the next handful of weeks or months. But it doesn't cost a lot to, like, I have a decent mic, and I'm decently, you know, technically capable. So like, it doesn't cost a lot to just hit the stream button and just go and see what happens. Yet. Fairies use air magic to row, so it's legit, yeah. While you're here, I'm happy to mod you. I don't necessarily want to recruit you for something that you're not ready for or interested in. But I mean, like, absolutely. I trust you in here. Chris, trust you? I trust you. Did that work? Let me know if that worked. I don't know if I can do that from this program. You've got a sword. Hopefully that means it worked. If you start banning everybody right now, you're fired. Okay. Watch out. Colorfinger has a sword. Thank you for helping. It's been really good and positive so far, and I don't know what I did to deserve that, because I've seen it get really nasty on this platform, and I'm just kind of, I'm kind of just counting my blessings, because I was very afraid. I was very, very afraid that I would come on here and it would just be a disaster, and people would be turning up and being awful, and instead everyone's been super cool, and thank you for that. Hey, thanks for the follow. Both of you that followed in the last couple of minutes, I appreciate you. Uh-oh, I'm sinking boats. Oh no! What? You know, this might be a fool's errand. I'm realizing as I watch this horrific sight. Can I save you in time? No, I can't. It's dawning on me that me being around here is gonna be a liability. Oh, wait. Oh, this is gonna be a disaster. The massacre. No, you know what? It's fine. It. Okay. I mean, you can have it if you want, buddy. It's all right. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna hope that if we just keep working, they'll eventually be fine. They'll be fine. Look, listen. Oh no. Don't go for more. Don't go for more. Don't go for more. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why would you do that? Oh, get it. Oh, please. Here. Please. Stop. Please. Stop. Please. Stop. Please. Stop. Please. Stop. Hello, hello, Joe. I'm Melly. It's nice to meet you. I do voice Catalyst. I'm seeing a whole bunch of empty boats. I'm starting to feel like this is a fool's errand. I hoped that the boats would save them, but instead the monsters are commandeering the boats. You see, you'll all be fine. You'll 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 be fine. Here, just take a boat. Nope, you don't. Okay. All right, I'm gonna call this one a fool's errand. There's a bunch of the character, the voice tweets right now on Twitter. I would probably put myself. I would probably put myself next to like both Catalyst and Buckingham for a really good contrast. Hang on, my parents are texting me. One second. The parent texts. Texts. The parent texts. Sorry, bear with me. My parents are worrying about the holidays, and I'm kind of in a situation right now where I sort of talked about this on Twitter yesterday, but I'm in a situation right now where I've got a lot going on over the next month or two, and so it's sort of one of those things where if you were visiting and they were like in the city somewhere and had high-speed internet and I could like bring my computer and spend time with family, but like set up a little miniature booth and also work, it would be easier. But the challenge is always that, so my mom is up like in the hills up in Massachusetts. And so it's like a 4-hour flight to get to New York, and then I drive up with my dad, and it's like another 2.5 or 2.5, 3.5 hour drive to get up there. So it's like a 7-8 commute day. And then because we don't get to see each other often, there's a lot of pressure to stay for, you know, not just like Saturday, Sunday, but stay for like an entire week. And there's like, you know, 5 megabyte up internet, and it's freezing, and there's aren't a lot of places you can go if you need anything, because it's kind of a remote town. So I feel like every holidays it becomes a bit of a stress fest where like I'm sitting around worrying about, you know, getting things done that I need to get done, and worried about kind of if I take myself off the grid, like, is that going to make it impossible for me to, you know, get the things done in my life I need to get done, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Someone on Twitter was saying, and I sort of appreciated it, that they were sort of recognizing the fact that because, you know, when you're trans, you've sort of, many of us, if you've transitioned, it can kind of sometimes feel like you've taken like a 10-year gap in your life, and you're sort of like back to square one, figuring things out and learning about yourself again for the first time. And so that often, I think, creates a fire under many of us to try to run at the speed of sound to make up for lost time. At least it's what happens with me. So on some level, I kind of feel like both things can be true at the same time. Like at the same time, I do have a lot of urgency to like be present and be taking care of the business and stuff that I need to get done career-wise. But that doesn't necessarily mean that like you can't possibly be there for your family. And it's just finding that line, and that's something I'm still hashing out. Because I am just a person. Let me answer this real quick. The good news is, completely unrelated to any of that, yeah, trying to make up for a life you could have had. I feel that really hard. I feel that really, really hard. The good news is the performance seems to be doing okay, right? Like, I think as far as like just testing basic performance on the server, it feels like we're in a good place. I need to... Let me see if the other server is up yet so I can check the ender chest, and then I think we'll be fully up to date. I think I'm gonna log in dead. I always log in dead on this server. There we go. Look at me. I really appreciate the support. It's, I'm... Things are in a pretty good place for me right now. And, like, that's undeniable. But that doesn't mean that I don't have stresses, and especially during the holiday season, I feel like those stresses come to the forefront. Okay, and that was Aqua Affinity, and then a Cracked Dragon Scale, and then the Purple Rune. Alright, I think I can bring that to life. I wish I enjoyed getting dressed up and partying. I wear black tank tops like most of my life. I think this is probably a challenge for everybody, but like, I have been looking through models and trying to think of like ideas for like a VTube look, and the outfit part is so hard. Like, if you don't have fashion sense in real life, trying to come up with an outfit for for some other iteration of yourself is not easier. It is not easier, I'm learning. All right, I had an advanced feather falling. Okay, I have in there. Great. And this actually was already in there. So I will take that out of my backpack and put that in... Yeah, that can live in here, along with the horseshoe and the 2 advanced mendings. And I had a rune. I think it was... Oh no, I shouldn't be able to see. I shouldn't be able to see what they are. Yeah, because I'm in creative mode. That... I don't know why. You're not supposed to be able to see... Okay, this is a problem. You're not supposed to be able to see what the runes are unless those are just... Maybe those are just... We have to do a test real quick, because you're not supposed to be able to see what those craft. You're supposed to have to decode them. And I don't know why it's just showing me what they are. If I grab this, is it still an Ender Talisman? Yes, it is. Is that what it looks like on the other server? Is it because I'm an op? No, it just says crafting rune. I might not be able to take the crafting rune with me because I don't want to automatically know what it is, which I guess is not the end of the world. So we'll take the cracked black dragon scale in the Book of Aqua Affinity. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Sometimes you think about organizing a prom-esque event for trans people bugs. What is the mod about? It's FairyCraft NSM. So it's actually, it's, the premise is that it's, let me check one more thing actually. The premise is that it's supposed to be harder because it's more like real life, but there's also like dragons and pelicans that pick you up into the air and squeeze you for all you're worth. So like the notion of it being RL is a little silly. Can I see what they are here? No, I can't see what they are here. So why can I see what the crafting runes are on my server? I don't like that. Nope, they're still invisible. It is, however, brutally hard. I will say that much. So that is kind of what FairyCraft really is it's brutally hard. It kind of adds elements of Valheim and then just ramps the difficulty up like crazy. That's very kind of you, Joe. Slice of life anime references for like comfy looks. Yeah. Yeah, I've been looking at different hoodie designs and I've been trying to think of like hoodies that kind of feel like Catalyst, like that have the shoulders cut out. I found a few interesting pictures that I have saved. Some ways harder to take fewer restrictions. I feel like dressing up, but I don't feel comfortable doing it publicly, so I've just worn the exact same outfit for 2 years purple. Well, that sounds like my life. I can completely relate to that. Sweatpants, tank top. When I go out, I wear shorts, and I'll wear a hoodie sometimes. Oftentimes it's wrapped around my waist. My hoodie has elbow cutouts, and I think it's quite good. Hey, Acidistic. Rating with a party of one, I see you. All right, I'm gonna do a quick search. I did warn you that this was a workshopping run, so I'm going to quickly do a search to see if I can turn this off. So bear with me. I'm going to also boost the size of chat because I'm feeling blind right now. Probably because the coffee hasn't completely kicked in. If I can find the button to set the font. Oh dear. Why am I bad at this? Set font size. I did it. I did it. I won. ThingsYouCan'tSee.com. Why do crafting runes list output? You know what we're gonna do? We are gonna leave a question in their chat. Hey, quick question. Just hosted a new server, and I noticed that in JEI, crafting runes list their output. I wonder if I configured something wrong. Much love. Okay, so what did we have? We had an Aqua Affinity book. And we had the Dragon Scale. And I think aside from figuring out... Oh, we had a Dragon Skull as well. We had a tier 4. Stage 4? Are they all stage 4? Is that kind of like you can't go wrong? Yeah. Yeah, they're all... And I think I had a stage 4. I don't have... I think You'll have to tell me if the chat, I'm looking at my stream now, you'll have to tell me if the chat on my stream is like super, super small or super blurry. I can make it a little bigger or give it like a little background overlay so it's a bit easier to read. I don't think it was creative though. It was creative, I'm a stupid. I am a stupid, it was creative. Wow, okay, well cool. Good news everyone, I had a pink rune of some sort. Let's thank you for finding that out, Foxy. I really appreciate it. Let's grab this one. Now I'm really curious what it is. Damn it. Okay. Cool. Good. Thank you for the help. I really appreciate it. I think we're good. I think that's everything. I'll drop off some of the stuff that I don't need. I stole your diamond lockpicks, Foxy. So if we get you back in here, I'll have to get you more diamond lockpicks. I used most of my dragon bones in crafting stuff. Like every character knives out at once as a VTube model. The chat is quite small. Yeah, there are things you can do. Oh man, y'all are so patient with me as I figure this out. There are things I can do. I know that I can adjust the height and the width a little bit. So like if I make the width 400, then I zoom it in. Like there are ways that I can mess with that. The thunder is in game. It's not coming from inside the house. We'll move it in just a little bit. This is all a learning process. I will encourage Melly to get started with stream elements when she isn't trying to survive. Thank you. Yes, please. I am happy to square away time, especially after this Wednesday, once my script is in. I am more than happy to square away time to start learning this stuff. This has largely been like a way for me to spend an hour or two hanging out with people, and then I have to jump into work. So we've got a town. I've called it Blue Heaven, if anyone knows that reference that I haven't already told. Go ahead and sound off. There's a town up here, so I'm gonna head up there and see if there's a waystone there, and we can start building our network and continuing the journey. I mean, is it good or bad to look like your mom? Just like in life or like as a VTube character or what? In life? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I transitioned and I started to get told that I looked like my mom, I feel like I've always gotten a mix of my mom and my dad, but now that I get like, you know, you look like you could be sisters with your mom, that's kind of cool, if I'm being completely honest. There is something a little validating about that. Hey, we got mushrooms. We have a little mushroom island here. You actually favorited a new artist and rig person today? Yeah, send me, I mean, by all means, feel free to DM me any references you got. This is gonna be a process, I think, of looking at a lot of artists and trying to get a sense of what feels like it matches the image that I've got in my head and some of the examples that I've come up with. And I think there's gonna be a small, scary, oh, hello, let's actually check that out. There's gonna be a small, scary aspect of it that involves potentially if I see VTubers that have models that feel like they're in the vein or the style of I'm looking for. Like, sucking it up and messaging them and being like, do you mind if I ask you questions? the last thing I want to do is bother anyone. But you know, if I see someone that's got a look that just like is absolutely right the hell in the zone of like what I'm looking to do, I just have to get over myself and send a message, don't I? I feel like that's something I just need to deal with. Blocking power. Sure. I've got a mood board. I've got a lot of pictures. And then what I'll do sometimes is because I have an idea of like eye color and hair design stuff is I'll find an image online and then I'll do like a really bad job of, you do not want that, of photoshopping it to add little elements and be like, but what if it was slightly like this? What if the eye color was more like this? What if I select this and adjust the hue so it's red instead of blue or something like that? I don't remember the last time I went shopping somewhere for... I got a lot of stuff recently. They're kind of expensive, but I treated myself. I got a bunch of stuff from American Giant recently. They have some really high quality hoodies and sweatshirts and insanely expensive but really high quality tank tops and shirts. And it was one of those things where I kind of took stock of, without giving too much information, like kind of took stock of like what clothing I had and how long I'd had it. Like how many years have I been wearing that shirt? And I gave myself permission to spend a little money. Like I did the math in my head and I'm like, well, if I get this and I end up using it for just as long, then it will be I'll get way more than my money's worth for it. You know what I mean? That squeak was me drinking coffee. And my mouth squeaked. Oh. Okay. Got a couple things though. I got a new heart. Oh, I'm glitched now. That's great. Let's see if I can fix that. I got an extra heart because the night vision ring I think I made, yeah, it came with plus health. And I got some movement speed on the anti-poison bauble that I have. And I got undying on my tool belt, which is amazing. But the extra heart, I think, is going to go a long way towards helping me hopefully not get one shot in the future. Yeah, I like American Giant. You know what's weird about them, though, is they have this... They make sort of elastic clothing. And so it'll be like 100% cotton. I guess it's not 100% cotton, but it'll be like mostly cotton. But then if you turn it inside out, you see these little white threads because they're threaded with like some sort of elastic material. And I don't think I've ever worn... I'm doing it as I speak. That's why I stopped moving. I don't think I've ever worn anything in the past that like you could so clearly see the elastic threads. And it's cool on one hand, but it also freaks me out a little bit because I feel like if it gets nicked by something, the whole thing is going to unravel. I'll just have to hope that they're made better than that. Yeah, it's so weird how, for me, I prioritize certain things way higher than others. So I'll buy an expensive graphics card, for instance, or like an expensive figure that I think is really cool. But then I'll look at clothing and I'll be like, my thinking is always like, oh, but if you like wear it once and then it has to go in the washing machine, like the amount of value you're getting out of it is so minimal versus something that can just, versus something that can just chill on your shelf. So like, why would I want to spend a lot of money on shirts, $15, $20, $30, if like that $30 gets me one day of clothes? But then, you know, I think what kind of got me there was thinking about how much time I end up keeping that and how that shirt might be something I have for the next 5 years. And so, you know, doing that kind of math, it makes sense to like, okay, I'll get the nicer underwear and the nicer undershirts, and I'll buy a bunch of them and it'll like make me scream when I check out, but I know that I'm setting myself up for the next like X number of years of my life. I did. I'm very proud of myself because I did go a long time where I essentially was wearing the same, what was I wearing? I was wearing like the same tank tops and socks like that I got from Hanes. I would just buy like the same like 3 packs or 5 packs of like Hanes stuff forever. And then I finally decided like I was gonna hit everything. So I got all new socks, I got underwear, I got new tank tops, I got new undershirts. Like I basically like everything that's a standard staple of my wardrobe, I leveled up at the same time. So that week was very expensive. But now my entire wardrobe is leveled up. And I think of that as a win. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait, I just got... No, my shield is back there. I just dropped my shield. I gotta go get my shield. Where'd my shield go? There it is. No. Ooh, rubber bands. Uh-oh. What is happening? I don't like this. Let me check the server. Server seems... Oh, you know what's happening? I'm being like repeatedly lured by multiple mermaids at the same time, I think. Is that what's going on? Yeah, it's just like a bajillion mermaid islands over there that are all luring me in. So I think we need to take care of those. I think I was jerking because it was jerking me back and forth between 2 siren islands at the same time. Getting called out for your Hanes. Listen, I have nothing against Hanes. I wore the same clothes for years and years and years, and it was just a spur of the moment thing to decide to try and level up and get some nice stuff on Hanes. But I've been a fan of Hanes for a long time. I used Hanes. I had Hanes underwear and undershirts for like my entire life. I ain't trying to like subtweet at Hanes. Tomboy X, and gosh, it's expensive. Underwear is really expensive. And when you look at it, you'll see like, oh, $15 or $25. And you're like, how many does it come with? 1 is like my reaction every single time I go shopping for clothing. I think Vorpal, if you're in this chat, Vorpal actually turned me on to the Calvin Klein underwear. And I've been relatively satisfied. And I get my socks from KB because I think they're really cute. I think if you ever go into Costco, you can find these little like rainbow socks from KB, and I'll buy like dozens of them at the same time. I don't have a Costco membership though, so it's like anytime I go with a friend. Nice. I love that for me. So as we're finding out that that extra heart's not doing a whole lot of work. Hey Coslaw, how's it going? Thanks for joining me. Friend you worked with did her photography photos, made her own underwear, and teaches trans people how to make their own too. I have a question. Because I am just a person, right? Finding my way through this world. When you say, trans underwear that fits properly, are we talking for trans femme? And are we talking stuff that aids in tucking? If that's something that you do in your life, or what specifically is the, I'm very curious what the usual pitfalls are, because I have a feeling I may have run into some of them at different points in my life and just didn't think about it because like everything sucked, so I sort of just dealt, you know? I think I sort of figured out a lot of my early wardrobe decisions when I didn't have a... Okay, this island sucks. I think I figured out a whole lot of my early wardrobe decisions when I didn't have a lot of resources or people to talk to. So, like, there were probably a lot of pain points that I've sort of figured out along the way and just, like, you know, they've now since slipped my mind, but, like, I maybe didn't notice the pattern at the time. Any and all, yes and yes and beyond. Wish Victoria's Secret was more trans-inclusive. It's been a long time since I've shopped at a Victoria's Secret. I used to go in there, and it was always funny. I feel like every time I went in there, I was measured differently. Like I've slowly graduated, and I don't think my body's changed a lot, but I've slowly graduated from like 36C to 34D to 34 double D, and I'm like, am I changing? I don't think I'm changing. Why am I different every single time they measure me? Want to hear a secret, though? I don't usually wear bras. It's not, Bras have not been a part of my life a lot lately. I will wear them once in a while if I'm going somewhere nice. Just to kind of, like, improve my shape a little bit. But most of the time, I don't mess with them. They're just... This is so unfair. They're just uncomfortable. Honestly. Or what I'll do is I'll get, like, I have these lightweight sports bras where they're like, there's no cup, it's all elastic, there's no hooks or anything, and I just, I get the lightweight ones so they're not super tight, and I just slip them on like it's a t-shirt. Things are moving fast, let me check up real quick. I've been purchasing women's style underwear with pouches for AMAD people, life-changing. Awesome. Okay, nice. Made underwear too for me on my surgeries for the hospital, which is very kind of her. Depends on the person that measures. If you need bra measurements up, my wife's an absolute expert on this stuff. I appreciate it. She has the secret techniques. Bras are affirming and annoying. Yeah, I can see that. And like, granted, you're talking to, I'm very Ryuka Matoi, so you're talking to someone who doesn't spend a lot of time doing traditionally feminine stuff in my life. At least at this phase in my life. Like, I almost never wear makeup. I rarely dress up. I don't think about a lot of that stuff, but I can totally see that. My housemate Kaylee likes to dress up a lot and is constantly like putting together different outfits and trying to look cute, and I'll just be like shuffling, dragging my feet into the kitchen looking like I walked out of the sea, and that's basically the energy in our household. I'm just doing this because I need them gone, so I'm kind of torturing myself right now. I probably could just creative mode them out of here, but I'm trying to be fair. So gotta get out of here as quickly as possible so they can't melee. So they just summon lightning is the problem. Alright, we are gonna instead mark that island as the FU island. Nope. X. Dark red, because I'm not interested in just cheating willy-nilly on this server. We are going to avoid the hell out of that out of that island, and just try to get to the mainland. Because I don't ever want to fight that. Oh, this bra conversation. I feel so ill-equipped for this conversation. I'm such a dummy when it comes to this stuff. Really sucks that COVID hit when it did, Kosla. So many good queer affirming community shops open and couldn't afford to stay afloat. Yeah. Yeah, I can say that about a lot of places that I used to shop. And not just queer affirming places, but like I just like little cool things from little places. So like I get my hand soaps and my body wash from a really small place in New York City, and like they haven't closed, but their prices are like quadruple right now. I used to be able to get a thing of like a 16-ounce thing of body wash for, I mean, like it's beyond, it's so beyond what you'd expect from inflation. Like I used to get like a small thing um from them of body wash for like $16, and then eventually they bumped the price up to 20, and now it's like $45 for the same thing. And a lot of other little places I used to go to are now closed, or or their prices have skyrocketed, and it really sucks. Because like at a certain point, I can't justify it anymore. I don't know. It kind of like it's not even about. It's not finding like something super fancy so much as I just like having little, like unique little things. Like my favorite ramen place in New York City was this tiny little, like hole in the wall ramen place out in Alphabet City, like in a corner, like in the middle of nowhere. And, I get my body washes and my hand soaps from a small, tiny little place. And I mean, I get my from a pretty big company, but like, sorry, I'm having trouble. I'm coughing a lot. Um, but like it's all like custom picked out and special, and that specialness is what makes it meaningful to me. It's I mean, listen, sometimes you have to just go to CVS and buy Head and Shoulders, but like the little things that give me pleasure in life is having like a whole bunch of like secret weapon things that make me feel good, and especially when it's stuff that like make me smell good and make me and make me feel clean and smooth and good about myself. Like I don't do makeup or dressing up, but I like things like long showers and exfoliating my skin and making myself smell great and making my body feel smooth. That's the kind of femme shit I'm into. That's really what I'm here for in life. Oh, so we're starting right off the bat with names that are hard to type. Cruzoirzer. Cruzoirzer. Can I just go with T for town? I'm getting really bored of that. Well, I want that down arrow. At least you can copy it once it's in, because I don't know the Unicode for it. I just think it looks good. If I could leave it blank, honestly, if I could leave it blank, life would be great. Like just a space bar. I just don't want a symbol there. I could put that, just like a vertical line. What is a underscore? We'll just leave the arrow for now. Where'd chat go? It's been a long time since I've dyed my hair. I dyed my hair in high school. I gave myself a bunch of little red streaks, and I haven't done it since. I am so excited to get my hair shaped and cut again in the future, because I am dealing with a haircut that you've all seen. Like, you've probably seen little interviews and stuff, so it's, you can be the judge, but I am not very happy with it. And I've been dying to get it reshaped, let it grow out a little bit, and kind of fix it up and make it look more like something I'm happy with. Although I have had a lot of people asking me lately if I would consider doing Catalyst hair color, and I totally would. I think I need to get my hair to a shape that I'm happy with first, but that's definitely been on my mind. I'm sorry, is there a door into this place? There's a door. Yeah, I'll take your diamonds. And your ore? Goodness. This is great. I don't think I need the river fish. I am not yet sure what winter in LA is going to be like. I'm very fascinated to find out. Texas was interesting because Texas is very, very hot in the summer and very cold in the winter. It goes between two extremes. I had the notion shaken out of me really quickly that, you know, just because you go south in the country, that means that everything is always warm all the time. I found out really quickly that that's BS. Texas does get very hot, but it also gets very cold. I am interested to see what California will be like. Winter in LA is very pleasant. Well, that's reassuring. That gives me a lot of hope. A lot of wood if we need it, but I don't know that we need it. Texas weather is so funny. You're from Florida and you just moved out here. It does get really cold during the winter. Yeah, surprisingly cold during the winter. And not just the day, you know, not just a year or two ago where there was that horrible winter storm, but just like in general, it gets freezing. Shockingly so. I mean, and you know, coming from New York, it wasn't like colder than I was used to, but definitely colder than I expected given my expectation for what Texas was supposed to be. Or at least what the South, I thought the South was supposed to be. I like that the door just leads right out into the wheat. Feeling pretty good about the server performance. Gosh, I wish I could get someone else in here. Supposedly, my housemate should be back in the near future, but I probably won't be able to actually get a group server going until she's back. So we will have to bide our time or hop over to the other server or play other games. I'm also working on coordinating with Google Toaster because I know that the last time I was so happy that the last time I streamed, most of you said that it looked fine on your end, but it was very laggy on mine. But it wasn't like a frame rate dropping issue. It was almost like a screen refresh issue. Like it was very like draggy and jerky, and obviously not in a way that was affecting what was going to the stream. So definitely worth exploring more of. Because I like playing with everyone, and I definitely don't want to have that come at the cost of... Oh, that's weird. I definitely don't want that to come at the cost of my ability to, like, function at all. I don't... Why is my... I feel like my parts should have more hearts. Maybe not. Is that not? I feel like my parts should have more hearts. If I take off this bauble, what do I lose? Now I've got 2. I go from 2 to 1 when I put on the ring that's supposed to make me have more hearts? Why does it go down? I'm so confused. Parts with hearts. Parts with hearts. Hey, no, thank you so much for stopping by, Bishop. I really appreciate it. I think there's got to be a setting for that. Let's see if I can figure that out. Do all the super exciting stuff on this stream. Heart. What would be responsible for the hearts? There are way too many of these, so that's a problem. What mod are you from? This is what we can do. We can turn on advanced tooltips. First aid. Let's see what we've got in the first aid settings. Cap maxed health. Max health. False. Damage system. Enchantment handling. I hear those dudes. Locational armor. Scale max health. You know what? That might be it. It's weird how it doesn't let me adjust that. Just scale max health is permanently on. I love how these buttons are so jank. Like, what is going on here? It must be scale max health. That's probably what it is, and for whatever reason, it doesn't let me press that one. So I shouldn't be worried that it's going to give me some concept of if I need to bandage based on how much there are. I don't like that it scales it in here. I kind of wish that I could see this. Like, scaling from 2 down to 1 feels a little bit like overkill. Oh, you don't know about the Doots? Let me see if I can find you the Doots. It is only the trumpet playing skeleton. Surely you know that meme. Anyone in chat know the trumpet playing skeleton? It's literally the same dudes. I don't know what he's doing with the thing right now. Please drop your Doots. Please drop your Doots. It didn't drop its Doots. The Doots are a very rare drop. He's speed running the trumpet. Oh, there's another one. Give me all of your Doots. Hello. I can smell you. There you are. I'm starting to fight things. Like, I'm a decent fighter. I'm getting 2-shot, but I feel like I'm also doing a decent amount of damage. Hey, thank you for gifting that sub. I appreciate it. Busy but Texas, it's because it's desert. Deserts are brutal in the winter. I was consistently below freezing in Arizona when I was growing up. That is so fascinating to me. It's, you know, it is what it is. I didn't expect that would be a thing. And I'm fascinated that it is. The fairy class? Thanks for the sub, by the way, unit number 3113. The fairy does not have a magical attack. I will say this. It, in fact, is way worse. I know you've all seen this a million times now. I get to fly, but I take all of those penalties. So I do, like, no damage. I have no health, no armor toughness. For some reason, the bow does full damage. I think because I'm not holding the arrow. So once the arrow's in flight, it doesn't get the damage negative. So it's actually wildly powerful to stock arrows. Plus 2% luck, though. Pog. Is this the island? It's not the island. This is a safer island. No, it's not. It's a bad island. Where's the bad one? Wait. Why? All right, I was pretty sure I got all of them, but I don't know. Where did the lightning one come from? Is it just that it's that close? Is it the one right over? No, it's... Why are they all lightning? Oh, there you are. Don't you run away from me. No, we are doing this. I can't fight you underwater. This is such a bad idea. I'm trying to get the arrows to arc. No! All right. Have fun, ironically. We're doing this. We have to get this thing out of here. The fact that it's chasing me now. Like, this fight has to be won. Let's get the loot first, though. We need all the experience we can get up in here. All right, here we go. We will win this fight. I swear we'll win this fight. Where did she go? She killed me so hard I died again when I respawned. This was a randomly generated map, but I pre-genned about 10,000 blocks in every direction. The towns are part of the mod. So they appear naturally, and some of them appear in weird, awful places, like up in the air. But, that's just because, you know, map generation is weird and buggy. This is it. Like, I'm like, there's a sunk cost fallacy happening right now. Like, I need to end this fight. You know what I think happens? I think she turns invisible. Excuse me. We are at an hour and a half. This was not, sadly, going to be one of my longer streams, so I can probably go for another, like, 32 an hour, by the way, just to set expectations. And then we'll probably see if we can come back later, after I've knocked out some more work. But the good news is, I don't have a script after this one. So once I get this in on Wednesday, I should have more time. So the fact that you're all spending time with me on this impromptu schedule with nothing posted is super cool, and I appreciate you for it. What even are schedules, honestly? You know, it's even harder than combat in FairyCraft, though, getting effing arrows. Yeah. What even is morning? Hey, you know what? As far as I'm concerned, there should be a stretch of time during the day after you wake up that is always considered morning, no matter what it is. I don't know that I see our friend anymore. Just like I'll say, like, tomorrow, even when it's 3 or 4 in the morning, because tomorrow just just represents whenever I wake up again. That cannot be my victory. That can't be my victory. Did I win? I won. I just died as I won. I died as I lived. Maybe there'll be some good experience, though. Please. Nope, not even good experience. It was just a horrible time all around. I don't think I need the raw pork chops or the raw beef. I don't think I need the oak boat anymore, or the redstone, or the fish. I am curious if I can sneak into one of these again. Like, I don't want to go into the maze proper because I don't have the ability to breathe. But, if there are any chests just chilling out on the exterior, I want to loot them. That's how we get powerful. Is by pilfering. But I don't see any, so... Where do you enter here? Do you just dig in? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to my channel, where we bullshit about trans stuff and play video games. What more could you want in life? I did exactly what I just said I wasn't gonna do. Ooh, those boots though. Those boots though. I need to get out before I suffocate. Those boots though. I am trapped. I am going to drown. What's in here? Anything? Anything? Not really. Can I breathe in here? Secret? Nope, I don't breathe in here. I'll take that though. Oh well. I got really good boots just now. Advanced protection? Is there like a supreme protection? No. There's just advanced, and I got advanced protection 3 and unbreaking 3. That's amazing. We're gonna save those actually, so that I can extract that later. Ooh. The unenchanting table lets you take and enchant off an item and put it on a book. Hey DK, what's going on? Thank you so much for joining. So if I made a disenchanting table, not created one, why is this still on? If I made a disenchanting table, which needs golden bookworm scales, that's gonna be hard to find. I need a defiled biome for that. This would be such a good tool to have. All right, we're not gonna put those on. We don't want them to break accidentally, but we're gonna save them for later. Well, I can't speak for everybody else, but I am doing really well. I'm having a good day today. I hope you're doing well. I think that's literally a defiled biome over there. Let's see if we can find any of the golden boys. I feel like when I play Minecraft, everything is just governed by whim and whimsy. Like, I don't have one plan I work through. Everything is just me flying around going, ooh, shiny thing. Ooh, another shiny thing. Ooh, there's a shiny thing over there. What was I supposed to be doing? Can I have the feathers, please? Are you both really good boys and are gonna give me feathers? Yes, you are. Disenchanting table is what your kitchen table turned into after examination of modern society. Oh, I'm gonna die. And Rose, Foxy, and Vorpal and crew, I do hope to get you all in here with me if this proves to be a success. I just need to actually get the port forwarding set up. So somewhere in the Defiled Lands, you can find these little gator boys. And they're super cute. And super rarely, please don't chase me, super rarely you can find golden little gator boys. And they drop the golden scales we need. These are the gator boys. Look at these cuties. Please go away. I think... There's a mine. Should we go down here? This is such a bad idea. What is this? What ore is this? A facetite ore? What is that used for? Blazing blastum fruit. Or blocks of Hephaestate. Hephaestate shards. Can be used to make Tears of Penance, which shoots fireballs. That's a lot. Oh, what is this one? Umbrium ore. Umbrium is used to make umbrium ingots, which are used to make umbrium tools. 13 locational armor versus my 19. So they're not as good. They're purple, though, which I guess is cool. So if you ever wanted purple gear, reduces player temperature when worn. I don't think I need one umbrium ore, so I'm going to put this back in the chest for the time being, but we can come back and get it later. It just doesn't help me to have one singular ore, and I'm not really on a mining adventure. Curse of Holding. No, I don't think I want that. I will take the golden apples, though. The Gator Boys are called bookworms, and I don't remember. There's something Yeah, that's what you get. I have Dragonlance now. I can actually do some decent damage, even though I have like 3 hit points. No, I don't think I want to fight that. Let's do a quick look up to see what golden bookworms do. Golden bookworms are a rare version of the... No, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't, please. Yeah, really would prefer not to. Okay. Also, is that Slenderman in the background? How do I get back there? I think I just saw Slenderman walking towards me. So bookworms are... No! No! Stop it! Stop! Thank you! Lions and skeletons and Slenderman, oh my. Can't you see I'm Googling things? I would prefer not to, sir. Purple is greater than diamond. To correctly use bookworms, the player needs a bookworm analyzer, an item crafted with umbrium ingots, and a common ore in the defiled lands. One stained glass block, and... Okay, blah, blah, blah. So what does it do? What do they do? Bookworms are a very unique and useful mob. They allow the player to create enchantment books with other unwanted and not needed enchantment books. So I guess you feed them an enchantment book you don't want, and they spit back out a different enchantment. So you can just try to cycle them to find rare ones. And golden bookworms can get treasure enchants, such as mending, if you decide to keep them and breed them. But we also need scales, so we have to heal them. I'm really nervous about the Slenderman. I was not expecting Slenderman on this adventure. This stream has been exactly the energy you needed right now while you feel crappy. Oh, thank you. I am doing my best to try and keep these chills very stream. To keep these streams very chill. Because assuming it's not boring, that does a couple of things that benefit all of us. It gives us all the ability to relax and just take it easy, but it also gives me the ability to preserve my voice so that streaming doesn't come at the cost of having to, you know, take breaks and not work on certain days. What do you do? I kind of hate it. I hate it. I hate it. You're not attacking me back, which makes me feel like if you get to me, it's going to be a disaster. Please don't. Thank you. I'm going to let you reach me. What happens if you reach me? Please don't take my stuff. Please don't take my stuff. Wait, you don't do anything? What do? You just stand there? Why are you there? Nope. Hell no. Can't use arrows. Be a great XP farm if they don't fight back. Ink slime. Goodbye. Yeah, I really do hope that you recover, Colorfinger. Yeah, I'm so sorry that you're going through that right now. Hopefully you don't catch anything real and you can just take care of your family. He's just a personal space invader. I don't like it. I don't want it. I need to find some golden boys. It's so funny how when you're flying, it can feel like you have this phenomenal advantage when you're in areas where other flying mobs don't exist. But then suddenly something in the air will come at you, or something with a ranged attack will come at you and remind you of just how vulnerable you are. I guess we don't have any golden boys here. They might respawn later, so it's something that I can just kind of come back and check every once in a while, I think. That is totally, by the way, why I... No thanks. Nope, 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 nope. Like that. Don't need you in my life. No, don't. Why? I'm gonna go back one more time just because I'm a glutton for punishment. That's actually one of the reasons that I keep my microphone so close. Hopefully not just to give you lots of really disgusting mouth noise, which I'm trying really hard to avoid, but so that I can preserve my voice and not have to put this in conflict with anything. Is mouth noise content? You know, I suspect for somebody, mouth noise is content. Someone out there is like, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I guess so. Everything is content in a fashion. For some reason, I don't get this when I'm recording in a session. You kind of just go and you don't think about it. But whenever I'm streaming, I'm suddenly hyper aware of how I pronounce things. And I feel like I get really awkward and move my mouth in weird ways because it kind of feels less like I'm doing voiceover work and more like I'm doing radio. And I just want to be a person who speaks good, okay? All I really want from life is to speak good. If I speak good, they let me do more cool, fun video game roles. I want to speak the very best. Actually, that's amazing. If you follow that through, I want to speak the very best like no one ever was. I guess it should be like no one ever has, but it's funnier the other way. Whenever you take a drink or anything, let's take a drink right now. And I have a feeling that it's not going to get muted by the server, so happy glugs. You want that water pouring ASMR? I know the content you're really here for. Glug, glug. Bye-bye. That was good folly. The content year. No, no. No, but what if? No, 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 no. No, we don't do that anymore. We don't do that. That life is behind us. All right, just one more job. Nope, no, 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 no. I've seen too many shows that never works out. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. I feel like I gotta be careful if I'm too close to something when I go into third person. I feel like it creates a... I feel like I want to give a seizure warning for those wings. That's a lot of flickering on the screen. Supposedly, the Swifter Slashes mod that I got on my hike means that it increases my attack speed, so that little sword under my crosshair that is kind of like what gives me full damage charges faster. But it also says if you spam, you should be able to get extra hits between... So like if I hit with the mining pick, for instance, you'll see it do... It'll only hit every like second. See? Come on, don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run away. See, so it's like bop, 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 bop. And I think I should be able to get more than that if I just spam. Yeah, you see how it's a lot faster hits. They hit for a lot less. Right? 6, 4, 2, 1 versus just like a whole bunch of ones. Just terrorizing the environment. But I think where that comes in handy later is that eventually you can enchant your weapons to do different procs, like to apply poison and do bonus damage. And at a certain point, I think the benefit of those little, like, procs of poison and, like, damage spikes outweigh doing full damage with the weapon itself. So you start to want to just hit as often as possible rather than hit for as much as possible. Don't you judge me for swinging at the dinosaurs. You don't know what that dinosaur is capable of. They may look like they're just running away and, you know, screaming, she says with air quotes, but you don't know that that dinosaur could be a bad guy. They could be a bad guy. Ooh, there's another one over there. Hell yeah, look at all of these defiled lands. We're gonna head over there and check that one out, because this one was a fluke. Fluke? That's not the right word. This one was a... I don't know. This one was a dud. Well, it got us part of the way faster. Yeah, well, you're capable of love. Got them. Nailed it. Your face is capable of love. I use that sometimes. The like anti-insults are the best. Wow, that's beautiful. Your face is beautiful. Wait. Wait, no. Wait. Oh. Oh no. I have to send a text real quick, so I'm muting my mic. Family texts. Family texts. Oh, the holidays, am I right? No, no, no. Oh, it's another special one. This is gonna murder me. It's gonna murder me. Don't. Please don't reflect damage or do lightning. Just let me cheese this. I don't have time. Oh, it's taking like no damage. I'm gonna use up all of my arrows and get like nothing from this. Don't make me vibrate. I just want to go explore the defiled lands. Thank you very much, and I am happy to cheese this fight. If it gets you out of here. Thank you. Goodbye. You don't even give experience. It gives like nothing for experience. Let me just say, that fight was too damn hard for the nothing it got me. I don't mind the cheese, because if you saw the places this game goes later, it's just brutal. Absolutely brutal. So you gotta take the wins you can get. I'm not rationalizing. It's just honesty, I swear. I swear to you. Nothing. This has got to have some good loot. Diamond pick? Or diamond lock? You know this has got to have some good loot. Now can I memorize this? Thank goodness for diamond lockpicks, right? They last a long time. And it was full of logs. Thank you for the loot log chest. I appreciate you. Where are the dudes? Nope, 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 nope. Ooh, that was a fast kill. No worries at all. We are not going to stay on for that much longer. So I appreciate you stopping by. Trumpet. Yes. Oh, it's almost broken. Okay, we can't use it because it might break on us. Let's just hold on to it for the time being. We will slowly put back together a full power trumpet. And that looks like a lot of levels down there, because last time we fought one of those little purple fiery guys, it was amazing. Oh! Okay. Cool. That was over here, right? Oh, another one. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Don't you dodge me. Okay, these creepers need to go away. I hope that guy's still there. I want that experience. Everyone be nice or else. You heard Colorfinger. This is a new server, but I recreated everything I had. So I'm exactly where I was with like crappy diamond armor. I got a really good lance that I'm starting to work on. I've got a really good bow that I can't use yet because I don't have the abilities, and a whole bunch of garbage. Right now, it's just me. Oh, it wasn't that one. Where was it? Was it this one over here? No, it must have been. Oh, it was down there. Okay. Well, we'll just teleport next time. I didn't realize it was so far away. Hey, Jersey Psycho. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for hanging out with me. Right now it's just me because I haven't been able to get the server unlocked yet, and I might not be able to until my housemate's back. But the goal is to have a common space that I can play on with my friends. And so you'll have a couple of people in the world together. Like Vorpal, who's in the chat right now. We also have Foxy's server. We started there, but just, and he'll tell me it's fine, but I don't want to place the burden on him to always have to have a server up and running for my stream. That doesn't feel particularly fair. So I'm trying to see if I can get to a place where I can run it myself so that I'm not burdening anybody, even if he says it's fine. I keep my night vision on way too often. It's just like permanent day in this server. I get spoiled by night vision. I hope you're having a wonderful day, Jersey Psycho. And if you're not, I hope it gets better. I am having a good day today. Alone in my bedroom. With all of you! All right, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not make the same mistake we did last time. Which means you can F right the hell off. Okay, you're fine. Youths take priority over experience. Youths always take priority over experience. Oh no, wait, where are you going? Buddy? Buddy? Oh. Okay. I summoned the Grim Reaper. But now I remembered to warp, so it'll be a shorter fly. You've been a lurker a few times. You wanted to say hi. Well, hello. Hi to you too. What's wrong, Sweet? Did I say something weird? The cackle at the end of the tweet, of the Matt Shipman tweet, yeah. Hey, Matt. Matthew Voss, thank you for joining me. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm so happy you're here. It always brightens my day when you pop up in chat. Was it here? How are you doing today? I don't remember what side it was. They may not even be there anymore. I really wanted that experience. This is not turning out well for me. Do we have to? Do we have to do this? Do we have to do this again? No, I don't want that. Both of you go away. Trying not to lurk, but usually don't have anything to say. Well, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. I appreciate if you join the chat and hang out with me, but you are also welcome to just watch. You don't judge people for not participating in the chat here. I go over to the website, I see a big number, and most of those people are just hanging out watching, and I think that's super cool. be honest, I hop on a lot of chats all the time and I don't see anything. Like, I've regularly lurked in Evil Toasters or Kimmy's or Alexandria's chats, and I'll just kind of like chill and watch and listen, and I don't participate in the chat. Other times it's because I don't want to take away from anything. Like if they're playing Apex, I don't need to be a participant in that stream. So like, you know, if I say something, they might call me out, which is cool. But then like, I'm like detracting from whatever they were actually doing. And so I'd rather just kind of listen and enjoy them and listen to them have fun. Going down the stairs on me, buddy? All I want, you know what? I'm just gonna start down here. All I want is to find out if the dude that was on fire is still there. Because if he's there, I want that experience. If he's gone, I don't know why I'm here. I don't think he's here anymore. Okay, so I've been wasting my time. Yeah, hell yeah. Well, I'm like, not that this is like television, but like when I watch TV, you know, sometimes I get excited and I scream things at my screen, and most of the time I just watch. So if I just need like, I'll put on streams sometimes where I'll just have it in the background while I'm working on something, because it's nice to just listen to people. Or, you know, I might put on a podcast or an interview or something, and I might not even be fully focused on it, so I'll just kind of have it in the background as like pleasant sounds to fill my ears while I, you know, do paperwork. So I'm right there with you, if any of that is familiar to you. Okay, so we got a dragon that's gonna murder me, because we can't ever have nice things. I'm gonna try to avoid them though, because I really want to see if we have any golden boys. Sometimes I'll even have something on while I'm writing, which is weird, because then I'm listening to two things at the same time, which is like, for some people that would probably be brain overload, but I tend to be able to handle it. Oh, this is where I die. This is where I die. Please don't shoot me with your fire. I do not want to be barbecued. I don't see a golden boy. Hell yeah. And listen, I'm just always, I'm always just taken aback and humbled by the fact that that y'all want to spend your time with me in the first place, because that means a whole lot to me. And what's really cool is that I used to kind of stream, I think every time I die it turns night vision on, is why it keeps coming back on. I used to stream a little bit last year, the year before, and I would have like 5 people watching me. And what's really cool is now some of that crew will pop up once in a while and say hello. And it's really fun to see people who have kind of been with me from the beginning as well, popping in and seeing what I'm working on. It's like a fun mix of meeting new people and making new friends. Also appreciating the people that have stuck it out and have been here because they were celebrating like Venus in Hakyuhoshinengi as much, you know, like rather than that, you know, that was where they came on board, the whatever this is, whatever we call this thing. What is up here? As I just methodically explore the procedurally generated map. This is blue dirt. Okay. I guess what I don't know is if the golden gators, the problem is that every one of these defiled lands has had a dragon guarding it. Hey, Jersey Psycho, ask away. Yeah, by the way, like, feel free. I do my best to keep track of chat, and sometimes I know I get distracted, but, like, you're always welcome to ask me any questions you have, or ask opinions, or bring up topics, and I will do the best I can within, you know, my abilities as a human being. With one pair of eyes. That is a big looking dragon. And that is a different dragon. I was killed by a different dragon than the one that I was looking. That was. I'm gonna go back and see. Might have been a tier 5 dragon. I'm also trying to actually let me double check real quick. I'm also trying to keep track of. I need to ask Colorfinger this later. There doesn't seem to be a way to auto send stuff to YouTube. But just kind of like I don't see any reason why not to keep all of these, just because why not? Like, I'm not doing any major editing or any major, like, I don't even add thumbnails or anything, but, like, just to keep them around, because this stuff only lives in Twitch for, like, 2 weeks, I want to say. So it kind of feels like it would be prudent to send all of this over to YouTube, so there's kind of, like, a permanent place that it lives. I think I've seen some other streamers do that, and, you know, mileage can vary, like how much effort they put into, whether they like edit it and crop it down to clips, or if they, you know, just wholesale load 5 hours over. Right now my inclination is to just at least put it there so that it sticks around forever. I just wish there was a way to do it automatically, so I have to look into that. Just a reminder, I did say 30 minutes to an hour about an hour ago, so I probably should not go for that much longer, because we can always come back and do this later. I know a 2-hour stream is a very small bite size, and I appreciate you for bearing with me as I work out my schedule. My perspective is like, I'm gonna get killed by the dragon again. I just really want to explore this area. My perspective is that I'd rather do something than nothing, you know? And especially when I'm just getting started and I'm enjoying doing this, it kind of, yeah, there it goes. I can't go back there. The idea of just, you know, sort of starting a streaming thing and then sort of having to disappear for 5 days at a time feels bad, at least to me. So I figure if I can spend the time that I would usually just be watching YouTube videos, hopping on here instead, even if it's a short stream, you know, it's at least we're building that consistency muscle and getting used to it. Because I think a lot of this stuff, at least for me, it feels like a lot of this stuff really hinges on consistency. And not just like the, you know, not just like the data driven, like, does stream get big kind of thing, but even just like, do I have the willpower to keep going? I feel like comes from just getting used to it and making it a regular thing. So I kind of build the muscle so it's easier to do every time. So the opinion asked was, okay, so do I want to jump on Arc? Pros, it'll make my girlfriend happy and it'll probably be fun, but cons, I have to meow and will probably be online and still meowing in like 10 hours. What? Is that a game? Is Ark the game where you play as the cat? No. Ark Survival Evolved? Why are you meowing in Ark? I don't think, I'm with Vorpal, I don't think meowing is never a con, but I'm also curious why meowing. You punch trees and get eaten by dinosaurs and apparently start meowing at some point? Oh, because roleplay server. See. Okay, see. That's the information that would help. I'm like, why? Why are we meowing in Ark? Because it's a roleplay server. Okay. And your character is a catfolk druid who thinks she's a cat. Well, man, that is a challenge, right? Because you want to make girlfriend happy. Why wouldn't you want to make girlfriend happy? But you've got to meow in order to do it. I think that anything is worth trying once. So I say meow away for at least one night. And if you hate it, stop meow. So I broke I apparently broke these blocks and they let water into the room. But then the water stopped. Oh, I think I triggered a trap. I want to go back there. I will probably be hopping off in a few minutes. Speed, I appreciate it. I say, try it once and see how you feel, because you might enjoy it. Apex had an anime type collab with some characters getting anime themed skins. What anime or anime character would you think Catalyst would get a skin for? What would Catalyst get a skin for? Well, so it would have to be something noteworthy, right? So I can't pick something obscure. Well, someone recently mentioned Sailor Moon, and having a Sailor Moon themed Catalyst skin would be amazing, but also maybe a villain, like one of the Sailor Moon villains could be kind of cute and fun. It doesn't necessarily have to be themed around their character, right? Because like Watson as Naruto actually like doesn't necessarily have any connection. So what would be a fun anime character from stuff I've watched? Well, I would want, okay, so I would want like, I feel like I would want like an Erza from Fairy Tail, just because she's super iconic to me. But I don't know. I'd have to give that some thought. Like either an Erza from Fairy Tail, or like, we already did Naruto, so like, the what's the character's name? I'm such a bad anime fan. If I had to pick, I would have gone for like Gaara. But you can't. We wouldn't want to do another property. So maybe like a Lady Midnight from My Hero Academia, or Mirko, just because I like Mirko personally. Oh, and now it's covered in lava. What is happening here? I'm gonna go through it. Can I get through it? No. Did I trigger? I must have triggered some sort of disaster trap that slowly brought that place down. So the more you learn, apparently there was some sort of like crazy business going on that when I got lured in by the lapis rather than opening the chests. And then I apparently don't. Don't. Sure. Captain Harlock. That one is escaping my brain because I'm silly. Ooh. Oh, that would look nice. Yeah, that could look nice. Oh, Bayonetta. Nope. That's it. It has to be Bayonetta. It has to be Bayonetta for more than one reason, actually. It has to be Bayonetta as well because Bayonetta was one of the prototypes for the original character. So when the auditions originally went out, so I would say either of these, actually. You caught me at a brain made of putty moment, but now that I'm thinking about it, I have more opinions. When the character was first sent out, there were 2 examples listed as like prototype characters that they sort of were theming their idea of the character around, and it was Bayonetta and Maleficent. So I would say either one of those would be awesome. I am a fairy, which means I can be super careful. Okay, the lava comes from up here. So if I block the lava off with something, like wood, sure, that makes realistic sense. We can then go exploring again. So I would say, maybe not anime, but Bayonetta or Maleficent would be a lot of fun. Maleficent would be very appropriate, I feel like. Come on. But Bayonetta would be fun. And look, I'm just gonna say it. I don't mind if they put in as many Dommy Mommy outfits for Catalyst as they want. I am here for all of them. I want all of them. On some level, you could call all of Catalyst the Halloween skin, but it did break my heart just a little bit that there was no Halloween skin right off the bat. Okay, we are back. We made it. We deleted the lava. There is absolutely garbage in here. So, wasn't even worth exploring. But there's whatever that is. Do I have flint and steel? Do I have flint? Do I have steel? Do I have flint and steel? I have flint and I have steel. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. I want that. Really? Really? Ugh. Hey, Bear. Welcome. And thank you so much for the follow. I'm doing really well. I appreciate you asking. I hope that you're doing well. This is my last task of the stream, and then we're going to go ahead and take a break. I'm going to see if I can just get rid of whatever that gold thing is in there. It's not a golden boy. That's the wrong type of gold boy. And then we're going to light up that nether portal so that we have a way to the nether. Giant golden spider, yeah. And then maybe we'll take a quick peek inside and get murdered by something. But I would say that seems like a good place to stop. So let's be really careful, she says, before probably biting it. She says as she goes into her bags and probably messes it all up again. Okay, let's grab the heart. Let's get ready to shoot whatever the gold thing was. Oh, it's just gone? Gold thing's just gone. And is this all netherrack? And what is this? Oh, this Wadget eye is amazing. And there's a diamond there, which makes me feel like if I break it, it's going to cause more trouble. Let's get rid of this. We don't need mob spawners. Oh, that is slow. I am not doing a lot of damage. I was so spoiled by that power bow. Any other spawners? I know that Wadget's gonna kill me. Oof, good XP. Alright, we need to clear the place out so I'm not under attack. The character I love, I actually haven't played through the games, but I have always loved her design. I remember for a minute, I was a little confused, and from like a feminist representation of women in video games standpoint, I was kind of like, why? But she's grown on me a lot, and I'm kind of into it now. Like, I had to get over the hump of like, why naked half the time? Why guns on feet? But she's grown on me. I always take a very like left brain, super logical approach to things. So like, I feel like there are a lot of things in pop culture where I immediately I initially have some sort of hump I need, like some sort of hill I need to get over. Like, I remember when Fully Cooley came out, I was like, why Vespa? And then I was like, wait, why Band-Aid on head? Why bump on head? Why robot come out of head? This show is weird. I don't want to watch this. And then like a year and a half later, I sat down and finally watched it through, and I was like, that was actually a really good show. All right, let's take this. It's gonna blow the place up. It's not gonna blow the place up. I feel like I just committed a sin. Like, I feel like I'm gonna wake up some ancient and powerful, like, whatever, like the Minecraft version of the Egyptian pantheon is. Wait, I did wake up something evil! I did wake up something evil! Don't do it! Flee! Flee into the nether! Flee into the nether! Alright, we made it. We are in hell. This is probably a mistake. Favorite superhero? God, I know I've said this in streams before. I always struggle with favorites, because oftentimes my favorite is whatever I'm currently fixated on. I don't really have like a number one favorite forever of anything, but I adore Jessica Jones. I think that series on Marvel was excellent. I haven't read the comics, but the series was incredible. I know it was a big departure, but Kristen Ritter's performance was phenomenal. Her energy, her vibe, her aesthetic is something that I'm sure you can understand I relate to. So, just like off the cuff, out of nowhere, like gut instinct first off the top of your head, which I think is easier for me than favorite, like once I have to qualify with favorite. But gut instinct first off the top of my head, I go with Jessica Jones. And we're in hell. And we're about to not be in hell anymore. I think that was it. I think that was the end. Guys, we did it. Let's get out of here. All right, let's do one last quick catch up on chat, and then I will, I'll take us somewhere else, and I'll wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Let's see. You can't play Battle Royale games solo? Nope, I feel you there. I haven't done it yet. So far, that's one of the reasons I haven't just been playing Apex nonstop, is that I don't really want to fill with strangers, so I've been kind of relying on the friends I've been making, some of the other streamers to pull me in. So I'm hoping that, as our schedules sync, we'll end up playing more games together with awesome folks like Alexandria and Evil Toaster and Amelie. So fingers crossed for that. Love to get in there with Amelie again. We played privately a couple days ago, but I'd love to get on a stream. Tribes Ascend was super fun. I played a whole bunch of classes. I landed on Juggernaut. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Favorite superhero for DC? I'll have to get back to you. Marvel, first off the top of my head, is Jessica Jones. I think that's going to be my rule for favorites. Is it's going to be first off the top of my head rather than favorite. Mom, I won at Minecraft. I got to the Nether and got murdered immediately. I guess that constitutes. Favorite male superhero? In the cinematic universe, I really liked. In the cinematic universe, I liked Tony and I liked Star-Lord. I would probably say Peter Parker. Live action Peter Parker, Tom Holland's been phenomenal. Animated, Miles Morales was phenomenal in Spider-Verse. Who's voice actor is escaping me at the moment. Shamik Moore. Yeah, Shamik Smiles was phenomenal. Moon Knight I had a lot of fun with. Love Luke Cage. Love Luke Cage just because it's another one of those like God, the Netflix series did so well. Luke Cage is phenomenal. Daredevil was phenomenal, and I think a lot of that is also because it makes me feel really homesick and nostalgic. So all of those ones that are really New York centric are really powerful for me. I settled on Juggernaut because I wasn't good enough to play Brute. Sure, we'll go with that. Also, the trajectories of being able to fire like 1,000 yards across the map, super cool. Don't really like superheroes? That's valid. That's completely valid. I've been watching, I keep saying this because we haven't finished it yet, but I've been watching more animated stuff lately. I've been going through Hunter x Hunter and Arcane is phenomenal. But that's it. Let's take a look and see if anyone's streaming, and maybe I can send you over somewhere. I know I say this all the time, but I really, 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 really appreciate you spending this time with me. I know that it's somewhere you don't have to be. It's somewhere that you choose to be. And so the fact that you're choosing to spend it with me is really cool. And I appreciate you for it. Let's take a look and see that nobody is streaming that I know. I have nobody I follow that is streaming right now. So I'm gonna let you go and go find your way to other places and spaces. If I finish my deadline, if I hit my benchmark tonight, there might be a late night stream, but otherwise, keep your eyes on my Twitter. It is, if you're not familiar with it, it's twitter.com/Melazan that she had to type out herself because this stream is still in its infancy. I'll always post there first, so you'll know that you'll know what my plans are, and you'll also know about new announcements and new stuff that I work on. And I guess follow me here if you want to, because you'll get a notification when I go live. That's it. Yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Go do something fun. Take care of yourself. Practice some self-care. Have something really great to eat or drink. Watch something that makes you happy. Bye. Also, I noticed that the music completely cut off ages ago, and I forgot to fix it. So that is the downside of only having a 2-hour thing of music. So I think I'm going to have to make my own music track that loops for 10 hours just to be safe.